Welcome back to 60 Thoughts. In this video lecture, we discuss one of the interesting real-life applications of chi-square test for independence of attributions in testing of hypothesis. Two sample polls of vote for two different candidates A and B for a public office are taken one from among the residents of rural as well as urban area. The results are given below. So here we have two different researchers are there, A and B. Both researchers got some votes from the villages, another one is city. Okay, so here you see the researchers A got 620 votes from rural and 550 from urban. Similarly, the researchers, similarly the candidate, similarly the candidate B, he got votes 380 from rural, 450 from urban. So using this data, we are going to verify whether the nature of the area is related to voting performance in this election or not. Okay, how to solve the given problem means we are going to consider 5 steps. In step number 1, we define the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. So, null hypothesis, it is denoted by H naught, that from the nature area is independent of voting percentage in the election. The alternative hypothesis, it is denoted by H1, it is nothing but the complement of null hypothesis. What is complement of this statement? That is nothing but the nature area is dependent of voting performance in the election. So now step number 2. What is step number 2? We write the level of significance is 5%. Why? Because the given problem does not mention any level of significance. In case you consider 5% is standard level. Step number 3, we find a chi-square value. So if we want to find a chi-square, first we should write what is a chi-square formula. That is nothing but chi-square equal to sum of observed value minus expected value whole square by expected value. So here OI is called observed value, EI is called expected value, and also we know that the degree of freedom is gamma equal to n minus 1 into m minus 1. What is the meaning of n here? N is nothing but number of rows and m is called number of columns from the given data. Let us our given data is 2 rows and 2 columns, which means 2 different researchers and 2 different places. So n equal to 2, m equal to 2. So, so using this formula, we are going to find this term value. Okay. So if I want to find this term, okay, if I want to find this term value, so what is given data? The given we consider only observed value. So using observed value, we are going to find what is expected value. Okay. So once we get expected value, then only we can able to find what is chi-square test value. Okay. So first we consider the observed frequency of each cells are. So this is our given data, right? So from the given data, what is total value of row wise and column wise, as well as we find a grand total. Okay. So coming to rural, there are such as 62380. If we add these two, you get 1000. Similarly, we get urban total also 1000. If we add A total 1170 as well as research B total is 830. If we add, you get 2000. Compulsory, you should get what? Row total as is equal to column total. Okay, that is equal to grand total. Okay, now I am going to find the expected frequency of every cell. In that cell also we should get rural value, total value 1000. Urban also you should get 1000. Coming to researchers, both A and B, we should get same total value. Then only our how to find the expected value of candidate A in rural area means. So if I want to find this particular cell, so we multiply the corresponding row total and column total by grand total, you get this term answer. Similarly, if I want to find this one, multiply row total, column total by grand total. Okay, let us see the observed frequency of each cells are same data we consider. So I want to find a candidate A for rural term. Okay, want to find candidate A in rural area is multiply 1000 by 1170 by 2000. If we simplify this, we get 585. Similarly, I want to find a candidate B in rural urban means multiply 1000 by 830 by 2000, you get 415. Okay, in this way we get remaining values, as well as if we add row total, you get 1000, column total also you get 1170, 830. Here you see expected value as well as see both row total and column total is same. Therefore, your data is correct data. Okay. So using these two, I am going to find a chi-square value. So that first we write chi-square table from the following data. Okay. So first we consider observed value. So there are four different observed value, as well as there are four different expected value. Right. So using this, I am going to find a observed value minus expected value of whole square. Why we are finding this term? Chi-square formula, numerator we have square term is there. So subtracting from 620 minus 585, you get some answer. Then take that answer, you get 1225. Similarly, subtracting from 380 minus 415, you get some answer. That answer is what? 35. 35 square, 1225. Okay. Similarly, you remaining values, you get same answer. Next, I am going to find this term. How to find this one? Dividing column 3 by column 2, you get this answer. That means 1225 by 585, you get 2.0940. Likewise, we get remaining values. Okay. So what is chi-square formula? Chi-square equal to sum of this term. That means adding these four values, we get what? 10.0916. This is called chi-square value, and also it is called obtained value, right? So using this obtained value, we are going to compare with a table value. Also, we find the degree of freedom is gamma equal to n minus 1 into m minus 1. N is nothing but number of rows, 2 rows and 2 columns. So 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, you get 1 into 1. Therefore, you get 1. Okay. So using degree of freedom answer, we are going to write a table value, right? So step number 4. We write table value, that is the table value of chi-square at 5% level of significance. For the degree of freedom 1 is chi-square equal to 3.84. How to write this one? So using statistical table, I will show the statistical table value for a degree of freedom is 1. This is the chi-square table value. What is our percentage level? 5%. That means 0.05. Degree of freedom is what? 1. So what is degree of freedom 1? At a level of significance 5% is 3.84, right? So therefore we get chi-square equal to what? 3.84. What is step number 5? Step number 5, we write conclusion. How to write conclusion? Using step number 3 and step number 4, we give the conclusion, right? So here in step number 3, we have obtained value, that is nothing but chi-square equal to 10.0916. It is strictly greater than the table value, that is 3.84. Okay. Once you get greater than, so we reject null hypothesis and we consider alternative hypothesis. Suppose you get less than, we reject alternative hypothesis, we accept what? Null hypothesis. So coming to our H0 is rejected and H1 is accepted. Okay. Hence, the difference is highly significant. That is nothing but what is H1 statement? The nature area is dependent of voting performance in the election. Okay. So I hope you are enjoying the session. Thank you.